President Donald Trump is tariff on imported solar panels HAS-led US. Renewable energy companies to cancel or freeze investment of more than $2,5 billion in large installation project along with thousands of jobs, the developer told Reuters. That's more than double the about $1 billion in new spending plan announced by firm building or expanding US. Solar panel factories to take advantage of the tax on import. The tariff is bifurcated impact on the solar industry underscore how protectionist trade measures almost invariably hurt one or more domestic industry for everyone they shield from foreign competition. Trump is still end aluminum tariffs, for instance, have hurt manufacturers of US. Farm equipment made with steel, such as tractors and grain bins, along with the farmers buying them at higher prices. White House officials did not respond to a request for comment. Trump announced the tariff in January over protest from most of the solar industry that the move would chill one of America's fastest growing sectors. Solar developer completed utility-scale installation costing a total of $6,8 billion last year, according to the Solar Energy Industry Association. Those investments were driven by U.S. tax incentives and the falling cost of imported panels, mostly from China, which together made solar power competitive with natural gas and coal. The U.S. solar industry employ more than 250,000 people, about 3 times more than the coal industry, with about 40% of those people in installation and 20% in manufacturing, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration. Solar was really on the cusp of being able to completely take off, said Zoean, chief executive of Charlotte, North Carolina solar developer Pingate Renewables. GTM Research, a clean energy research firm, recently lowered its 2019 and 2020 utility-scale solar installation forecast in the United States by 20% and 17%, respectively, citing the levy. Officials at Suniva, a Chinese-owned, US-based solar panel manufacturer whose bankruptcy prompted the Trump administration to consider a tariff, did not respond to request for comment. Companies with domestic panel factories are divided on the policy. Solar giant SunPower Corp. SPWRO oppose the tariff that will help its US panel factories because it will also hurt its domestic installation and development business, along with its overseas manufacturing operations. There could be substantially more employment without a tariff, said Chief Executive Tom Werner. Lost profit, jobs. The 30% tariff is scheduled to last 4 years, decreasing by 5% per year during that time. Solar developer says the levy will initially raise the cost of major installation by 10%. Leading utility-scale developer Cypress Creek Renewables LLC said it had been forced to cancel or freeze $1,5 billion in projects, mostly in the Carolina, Texas and Colorado, because the tariff rate cost beyond the level where it could compete, spokesman Jeff McKay said. that amounted to about 150 projects at various stage of development that would have employed 3,000 or more workers during installation, ASAID. The project accounted for a fifth of the company's overall pipeline. Developer Southern Current has made similar decisions on about $1 billion of projects, mainly in South Carolina. SAID Bryce Howard, the company's vice president of development and strategy. Either you make the decision to default or you bid the bullet and you make less money, Sowers SAID. Neither Cypress Creek nor Southern Current would disclose exactly which project they intend to cancel. They said those data could help their competitors and make it harder to pursue those projects if they become financially viable later. Bossar among a group of solar developers that have asked trade officials to exclude Panel USD in their utility-scale project from the tariffs. The Office of the U.S. Trade Representative said it is still evaluating the request. Other companies are having similar problems. Scott Canada, Senior Vice President of Renewable Energy at Solar Project Builder McCarthy Building Companies, said his company had planned to employ about 1,200 people on solar project this year but slashed that number by half because of the tariff. Pingate, meanwhile, will complete about half of the 400 MW of solar installation it had planned this year and has ditched plan to hire 30 permanent employees, an SAID. The company also withdrew 80 MW project that would have cost up to $150 million from consideration in a bidding process held by Southern Co. Utility Georgia Power. It pulled the proposal late last year when it learned the Trump administration was contemplating the tariff. It was just not feasible, an SAID. STOCKPI LING panel for some developer, the tariff has meant abandon an nascent market in the American heartland that last year posted the strongest growth in installation. That growth was concentrated in states where voters supported Trump in the 2016 presidential election. South Bend, Indiana-based developer Innovateus Solar LLC, for example, had decided 3 years ago to focus on emerging Midwest solar markets such as Indiana and Michigan. But the tariff sparked a shift to Massachusetts, where state renewable energy incentives make it more profitable, Chairman Teji Kanchevsky said. Other developers are forging ahead, keen to take advantage of the remaining years of a 30% federal tax credit for solar installations that is scheduled to start phasing out in 2020. Some firms saw the tariff coming and stockpiled panel before Trump's announcement. 174 Power Global, the development arm of Korea's Hanwha warehoused 190 MW of solar panel at the end of last year for a Texas project that broke ground in January. The company is paying more for panel for 2 Nevada projects that start operating this year and next, but is moving forward on construction, according to Larry Green, who heads the firm's development in the U.S. West. Intersect Power, a developer that cut a deal last year with Austin Energy to provide low-cost power to the Texas capital city, is also pushing ahead, said CEO's Sheldon Kimber. But the tariff is forcing delay in buying solar panel. The 150 MW project is due to start producing power in 2020. Waiting until the last minute to purchase module will allow the company to take advantage of the tariff's 5% annual reduction (ASAID). Allo of robo, Trump's tariff has boosted the domestic manufacturing sector intended, which over time could significantly raise US panel production and reduce prices. Panel manufacturers First Solar and Jinko Solar, for example, have announced a plan to spend $800 million on project to increase panel construction in the United States since the tariff, creating about 700 new jobs in Ohio and Florida. Just last week, Korea's Hanwha Qcells joined them, saying it will open a solar module factory in Georgia next year, though it did not detail job creation. SunPower Corp, meanwhile, purchased US manufactured SolarWorld's Oregon factory after the tariff was announced, saving that facility's 280 jobs. The company said it planned to hire more people at the plant to expand operations, without specifying how many. But SunPower has also said it must cut up to 250 jobs in other parts of its organization because of the tariffs. Jobs in panel